Aquarius, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, your present, and your immediate future. Keep in mind that in general readings, energies go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Now, let's begin with your reading. Okay. All right. The energy at the bottom of the deck and the main energy for the reading today is the Six of Swords. Moving on, moving forward, letting go of something that really doesn't fit anymore. Finding a way to stop listening to your heart and just do what's right this time in order to find better times and in order to find yourself again. This is you putting some distance in between you and somebody else, in between you and a memory, potentially. Sometimes we just really need to cut our losses, learn the lesson we need to learn, and walk away. Even if we don't know where we're walking towards, sometimes even the unknown is better than what we know we're leaving behind. So this is the main energy for you today. Let's see what this is about and where it's taking you as well. Now, in your past position, we have the Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords. You will agree with me when I say that given this Ten of Swords energy over here, this was one of the toughest and most confusing times in your life. And mainly because I see that you are walking away from something that was your stability, from something that you truly invested into, that you believed into. And this is not easy to do. This is not easy to go through. But at some point, as we were saying, you try to not listen to your heart anymore. And although everything felt out of control back then, you just wanted to find some sort of stability once again. Now, right here, there is a realization. There is a realization that everything you've built up to that point turned out to be so fragile, so easy to destroy, just like a sand castle. And potentially, that's not how you perceived that situation up till then. You thought you had certainties and things around you that you could rely on, that you could count on, and things that would never change. But they did. And the Ten of Swords shows some sort of illusion that has been lifted. Someone is seeing the truth for the first time. And one of the things they see is that you never really know who's around you. And that forever doesn't exist. Forever doesn't last forever. Now, although that could feel like a cold shower, feel like a rude awakening, it's something that we can learn to handle it and handle it in a way that it's going to benefit us, no matter what happens. Obviously, we always want to have certainties, but changes are inevitable. And one thing that will set you free from the fear of changes is learning how to rely on yourself more than anyone else, more than anything else, Aquarius. It's true that sometimes life gives us no choice, but what determines one's future is the choice of whether to remain down or rise again. And that could be what never changes in your life, That should be the constant that brings you some sort of security and overall confidence. If you've seen my readings before, you know what I usually say in these situations. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade and then sell it. Take the pain and transform it into purpose. Take whatever loss has come your way and transform it into gains. Transform it into something that will make you richer, better, happier. Is it easy? Not in the slightest. But you'll be surprised that what a major source of motivation pain can be. It's always what you decide to do after something like this happens that will really determine your future and your happiness, Aquarius. And in your present, we see that's exactly what you're doing or about to do. In your present position, we have the Three of Wands, the World, and Eight of Pentacles. It's beautiful. And especially with this Eight of Pentacles over here, we see something very interesting. This is showing us something very important for you, Aquarius, right now. This card is showing you your way out of that Ten of Swords, your way out of fear, and your way towards redemption as well, and towards a very unexpected surprise that we can already see, especially in your near future position, but that I don't want to anticipate yet. Whatever sadness you have experienced, given the previous events, whatever wound was inflicted, it's going to become the strongest thing about you. Don't forget that the place on a bone that once was broken eventually becomes the strongest place on the bone after it has healed. This is not something that defines you, but something that you can define. And what I see you doing here is healing in silence, working in silence, growing in silence as well. What you might not know is that your success is what it's going to make the noise here. And I cannot wait for you to experience this energy down here. Listen, it's easy to just look at external events and feel out of control. Easy to give up and thinking that we can't control everything and everyone, feeling as though there are things that eventually will always go wrong. Murphy's Law, right? When something bad can happen, it will happen. But this is not about what's easy. This is about what's right, Aquarius. And you can't give up. You can't let these wounds define who you are or who you're going to be. You got it in you. I see it here with these cards in the presence, both with the World and the Three of Wands. You just need to acknowledge it. You just need to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a badass. I got this. Screw it. Enough with feeling sorry for myself. I'll show you what I can do. I'll show you what you've lost when you pushed me away, when you've let me go. And so right here, you're taking action and you're putting yourself first. You're putting yourself at the very center of your priorities right now. And that's exactly where you should be. That's going to be very important for you because it's going to help you heal and it's going to bring a surprise towards you. In your immediate future, the Chariot and the Six of Wands. And this is where I wanted you to arrive, Aquarius. This is the energy that you deserve to experience. And this is the overall moment of truth. Now, couple things. The first thing that we see here is some sort of reward, good news, recognition. You're going to succeed at something. And it will be different for each one of you, but boy, it will make you feel good. Whatever that it's going to be, this is you proud of yourself, proud of what you are achieving, and fearless at the same time, knowing that nothing can bring you down anymore. Happy in your own skin. And that's not easy. That's not something that it's easy to feel, especially after a hard time, like the Ten of Swords. This is excitement, endorphins, and validation. And that brings us to the second point of the Six of Wands. Guess what? Someone is now focused on you again. Someone is seeing you, perhaps for the very first time, falling in love again, feeling the passion again. But be careful, Aquarius. Be very careful how you move into this energy, because sometimes the excitement makes us forget what we've been through. And you always need to maintain mental clarity, especially when it comes to highly emotional situations. Don't forget that you cannot open the same doors expecting to find yourself in different rooms. And I know that some of you now might be thinking, oh no, I'm not going to fall in temptation. I already know that. I can assure you of that. But once you're here and the Six of Wands energy, seeing this chariot coming towards you, you'll understand what I mean. It's clear that at this point, a choice is presented to you, a crossroad, and it's going to be up to you deciding what to do next. On one hand, you have something familiar, and on the other side, you have something unknown that will feel good but scary at the same time. And I really want to focus on your path down the line to see where the Six of Wands could actually take you towards. So let's look into it. Definitely more is coming your way, and with this energy right here, I know that it's going to make you happy, Aquarius. But this is all I have for the current situation. Next, I want to focus on what you should expect in the near future. What is this comeback going to be about? How should you overall handle it? How is this situation bound to evolve once you make your decision and you decide to revisit the past or fully walking away from it? It's going to be up to you. What is this comeback going to be about? How should you handle it? How is this situation bound to evolve once you make your decision and you decide to either revisit the past or fully walking away from it? Let's see what you should expect in the next few months and where you're going to end up a year from now. Let's look into it. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Aquarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. Actually, this week the reading will be 45-minute long. I am offering birth charts as well, and I'm seeing that the readings are actually going up to 1 hour, but it's fine with me if it's fine with you. The reading will be live, just keep that in mind. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aquarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the 10 of Pentacles. And this is really talking about some sort of culmination point. There is something that you will realize was meant to happen all along, but that the energies and the events were building up to. And here you have it. This 10 of Pentacles moment is really going to define not only your near future, but especially your distant future for some reason. This is focusing on long-term success, on long-term changes and transformations. This is definitely one of those situations where you realize that you can have it all and that you are going to have it all as long as you stick to your guns. I cannot stress enough how important it's going to be for you here to really do what's right for you. And the temptation will be there. I know that you're saying it won't, but it will. I mean, I see these two cards right here. Someone wants to make you believe that you can have it all with them. But perhaps right here, you should focus instead on the Pentacles energy. You should focus instead on what feels more stable and more long-term. But let's look into this energy and let's see what this is about. First of all, I want to see what is coming towards you. And I want to see what you are about to succeed at here with the Six of Wands. Let's clarify both the Chariot and the Six of Wands. Uh-oh, I knew it. I knew it. Yes. Aquarius. You know, what we're seeing here is definitely someone who has had a major realization when it comes to you. And the way they're coming in right now, it's almost as if their life depended on it. And this is why. Right here, we see someone who comes in and really wants to.